Hey y'all, it's Fab Jen. I'm back with another foundation review. Yes, I know I'm insane, and I happened to catch natural light today, so yes, big score up. A Dior foundation, and it's the Dior Star Foundation, or the Dior Skin Star Foundation, the color 60, which is also known as Mocha. It's 1 fluid ounce, 30 milliliters. This is what the bottle looks like. Very typical of the Dior foundation range as far as packaging. Nothing has changed. It's September 2014, so this came out like around October 2014, so it's super duper new. This is what the box looks like, typical of the Dior foundation packaging, metallic blue coating and like silver lettering on the front. I did do the Dior Skin Forever review and a Dior nude review, and I'll have those links posted down below so you can see what I'm talking about as far as packaging. So this is what it looks like, and this is the color it looks like in the bottle. I do have it on my face right now. I only use cream highlight. I did not use cream contour. Normally I do. I could go either. So it claims to be, let me tell you what it says on the package. Inspired by the professional illuminating techniques and expertise of its makeup artists, Dior innovates Dior Skin Star, its first brightening foundation, a weightless fluid capable of instantly and over time recreating the spectacular and perfecting light of Dior's backstage studios. A complexion that is instantly more luminous and visibly evener. Day after day, a clarified, pure, more dazzling complexion, flawless coverage, and long wearing. I've worn this foundation. Those are the claims on the box. I've worn this foundation, I say, for a little over 5 days, pretty much back to back to back to back. I haven't noticed any change in my complexion or anything. I haven't noticed any relatively amazing blurring like the Lancome. The new Lancome foundation I just did a review on, the Lancome Miracle Nude. That one blurs like crazy. So that one is just brilliant. This one, not as much blurring. The coverage on this, let me tell you what, I was really surprised by the coverage on it. I'm not very happy about it. It's medium. I won't even say medium full, it's medium. I have to use 4 full pumps. This is without concealer. 4 full pumps to get my face exactly where I need to have it. Today I only used 3, but because I use concealer, it does not last as long as, say, the Dior Forever and the Dior Nude. It does fade. After 12 hours, around the 12-hour mark, you're going to notice that there is a little bit of fading. It isn't ginormous or a big leap as far as, ooh, you can definitely tell that it's faded, but I can tell that it has faded. It also shifts. So say for instance you put on the foundation, it's the perfect coverage that you want, but you put powder on or you buff powder in, even with the lightest brush, it's going to shift it. So just be aware of that. Also, I've tried this with a stippling brush. I've tried this with a dense natural puffy brush. I tried it with a flat top kabuki brush, which I find works better. And I have to stipple it in versus buffing it in, because buffing it in, you lose coverage. So with this foundation, I recommend you stipple the foundation in, then take a powder brush, put your powder on, and then stipple the powder on. So that way your face, your foundation does not shift or move or alter, because it will. I've tried, no matter how fancy my brushes are, no matter how nice or professional they are, this foundation shifts. I believe it's like in the $50 mark. I'll have that price listed up here in the screen or down below. I didn't know that this foundation illuminated until I read the box about a day or so. So yesterday I noticed that was more oily than normal, and that could have just been because of the humidity, but that was the only day where I had to blot like crazy because I looked too oily. But any other day, like since it's been like 70, 80, it's been relatively decent, and I haven't had to over blot or anything like that as far as when I wear it. I do wear this for a full 12 hours. At the end of the day, I do want to take it off. It starts irritating my skin. It does have a perfume smell, and as far as the pump dispensing the product, it's dispensed very little. So you'll find yourself doing at least 2 to 4 pumps, or double the amount what you normally would in another foundation, because it doesn't shoot out enough product. So you're gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4. And it sets super duper quick, so you have to work in sections. Like I said, the coverage is medium. They do have 2 more shades darker than this, and they've added it on to their other ranges as well, so I'm super duper happy about that. So you are darker than me, 2 shades, 3 shades darker than me, you're probably going to find your shade match in the Dior range. I'm not super duper happy with this foundation. This is definitely not a repurchase for me. I don't like the coverage. I don't like the smell. I don't like that it irritates my skin at the end of the day. I don't like that it shifts. I don't like that it's a little bit more on the yellowy side. You see right here, it will look ideal or perfect, but it tends to lend itself a little bit more on the yellow side. So I'm a little bit bummed about that. It's beautiful on right now, but this is because after 5 or 6 days that I've been playing with it, I know how to make it work. But I had to use a lot more concealer and a lot more cream highlight and contour when I do use the contour to conceal as much imperfections as I can, so that way it has a flawless finish. Now, do I notice any oxidation? No, I don't notice any oxidation. Nothing that I'm like, oh my god, I noticed that I'm changing colors. So I haven't noticed any oxidation. Does not mean that there isn't any oxidation. Doesn't mean I haven't noticed any noticeable oxidation. But for me, this is not a holy grail. This is not a repurchase. I think this would be good for someone. As far as skin type, I think this would be good for someone who's normal or dry. I think this would be a really nice foundation, maybe combination if you prep right. But this is also good for someone who wants a nice, everyday, beautiful, luxurious foundation. This would be good for you too. And someone who doesn't have a lot of imperfections, hyperpigmentation, dark marks, things of that nature, this would be ideal. But other than that, I'm not impressed with this. So I'm really disappointed because I really like the Dior range as far as coverage and the way you look and everything else like this. But this right here is not pigmented enough for my taste, but I can see a lot of other women liking this for like a nice everyday glowy skin, and that's more so for normal to dry skins. So that's my review for the Dior Star Foundation. Yeah, I didn't like it. Does not mean that you won't like it. I always recommend that you get a tester at Sephora or your local Dior counter, get masked, and see if you like it. Just because it doesn't work for me does not mean it's not going to work for you. But for me, if we have similar combination skin and similar tones, so on and so forth, more than likely you're probably not going to like it if you're similar to me as far as makeup application and so on and so forth. But definitely give it a try if you're interested. Don't just take my word for it. You be the judge. You go out there and you try it and you see if you like it, because sometimes I might like something that y'all might not like, and vice versa. And I always like to hear your comments, because I love to hear feedback, whether or not if you liked it or you're not. So if you do try it out, let me know in the comments down below if you like it, or maybe even if you suggest anything like as far as techniques as to how to properly apply it. I'm more than willing to listen. But yeah, Dior Star was not a go for me, but I do appreciate you watching, and rate, comment, and subscribe if you like, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.